I'm a contractor. I own a construction development company, and I host 5 different shows on HGTV. We've done 91 episodes of Disaster DIY, 91 of Leave It to Bryan, 3 seasons of House of Bryan now, Handyman Challenge, Canada's Handyman Challenge. We just finished the 3rd season. I have a policy that I don't have an office at home, and the reason for that is when I'm home, I'm dad. I've got 4 little people that run around and they're hanging on my shirt tails and pulling on my pants. So when I'm home, I'm dad. That's pretty much it. I do have an office that I get into as little as possible, but usually I'm filming or building, or my best days are just leave me alone with my tool belt, and I put the hours in during the year. And we take a month off in the summer with the kids, and we go up to the cottage, and we go fishing, we hunt frogs, we go for boat rides, and we take a month off in March. We're actually leaving on Monday down to Florida with the kids, so we kind of spend good quality time in clumps of it together where there's no distractions, and then I get back and then I work, so I can kind of put those days in the bank. We decided to buy 20 acres of forest up in the country outside of Toronto on the escarpment, so we're kind of hidden away in the woods now, and it's just forest and a driveway, so it's we're building up there. We're building a surprise, I think, somewhere we're going to live for the rest of our lives. We bought an old cedar A-frame, and we're putting a very modern concrete ICF home on the back of it. Very modern layout and tie-in. It's going to be a really interesting home. And like I said, we can let the kids out. They run around the forest. They play with the coyotes, chase the deer and the turkeys, and it's a great spot for us.
Being a part of the magazine, I think it's a great resource for the marketplace, for people who are looking for ideas, inspiration, and opportunity to look at great articles written by a great staff of folks, designers across the country in the U.S., and it's just a privilege to be a part of it. My passion really is, I would have to say, it is kitchens, and the reason being is that most of us spend most of our time in the kitchen. I'd like to say it's sort of the hub of the home. So much activity goes on. You're cooking, you're doing food prep, you're entertaining. If you have kids or not, they're hanging around the island with their laptops doing homework or social media. So it really is the hub of the home, and so it gives me a really great satisfaction and pleasure to kind of be able to renovate a space and make it, functional and really accommodate the homeowner's lifestyle. I think my approach to being on television and being in front of viewers is really to make things approachable to them. And so what I mean by that is I like to show viewers, whether it's on Arts Television or another program, or even at a trade show, is to talk about things that are approachable. So there's a lot of great design out there that a lot of people just can't afford because their budgets are so small or so restrictive. And I think what gives me really great pleasure is to be able to provide them with a solution that's affordable and or approachable relative to their budget. And so that's really what I strive to do.
My name is Alison Victoria. I am host and designer of HGTV's Kitchen Crashers, and I'm also a contributing columnist for HOSS magazine. So every month, providing new, innovative news with design and fashion and everything you can think of. The Crasher brand has been around for a while. I'm the first female crasher, which is amazing because I get to show them, I get to hang with the boys. But I also have the design background. So we're changing spaces and changing lives every day, and we're doing it in 3 days. So people are getting $80,000 kitchens in 3 days. And it's not designed on a dime. These are very expensive kitchens, but the kitchen's the hub of the home. So we want it to be timeless. We want it to be something that, people know how to make that space timeless, but also know how to do some simple DIYs as well, so they can save some money. I'm not a huge fan of trends in the kitchen, and I say that because a kitchen is timeless. It has to be. You don't want to be changing a kitchen every 5 years, right? So if you want to bring trends in, you can bring it in with furniture, fabrics, wall treatments. But when it comes to your concrete hardscape stuff, I try to keep it as layerable, as neutral as possible. What I'm seeing a lot of now that I love, white appliances. Yeah, which are making a comeback, you know, and I hope that they're around for the long run because I think they're beautiful. I think they could be timeless, just like white cabinets. Obviously, don't pair it with white cabinets unless it's the perfect match.
Right.
But as far as appliances go, I'm in love with the microwave drawers. Everybody needs a microwave, but I hate that it takes up the space on the counter. So free it up, build it into your cabinets, and it's an actual drawer. So you're not bending over, you're just pushing that button and it's coming out. It's hard not to go green when that's the way of the future. It's what we're doing. So to be able to find not only eco-friendly, but something that's going to be sustainable, that's what we're looking for. So it's not always just about that. In a kitchen space, it has to be sustainable. It has to be something that's going to last. So I have a blog where I do everything from fashion to crashing to DIYs, and it's AlisonVictoria.com. I have an Instagram, which is the Alison Victoria. I've got Twitter, Alison Victoria 3, because 1 and 2 were taken, and Facebook, Alison Victoria with 1 L.
My name is Danielle Bryk. I am a contractor and designer, and I do a show called Brick House on HGTV and A Brick at a Time on the DIY Network. Each episode of my show features a new client, so I go in. Usually it involves a lot of demo and rebuilding. So basically what I'm doing is breathing new life into these spaces. My favorite type of renovation by far is an older home, so like a Victorian home that needs tons of TLC. My favorite thing is balancing old and new. Everything that I learned from my mom. So she renovated our houses as I was growing up, and that's what I did. So my husband is an actor. We move around a lot, so I've always had to fix up our houses myself. Renovating is hard because it's hard to invest in something if you're worried that it's going to be out of date or dated really soon. So I'm always trying to balance classic with modern and trendy. So anything that is an investment, stay classic. That's always what I say. And then bring in fun accessories that are of the moment. That way you can keep your space evolving, but the things that were expensive or hard to change, those stay timeless. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit my website, which is www.daniellenicholasbrick.com, or you can catch me on the DIY Network under A Brick at a Time.
My name is Jennifer Valentyne. I work at City TV's Breakfast Television, Toronto's #1 morning show. I am affiliated with HOSS magazine through Revive, the sister magazine, or is this the brother magazine, HOSS? So with Revive, I write an article for Revive on shoes. How appropriate, because I am the shoe queen. I love shoes. I have a whole closet full of shoes. So I do an article called Jen's Shoe Closet and talk about my favorite shoes of the season. And that's how I'm affiliated with HOSS.
Thanks for checking out HOSS Magazine.
We had so much fun at the home show at the HOSS booth.
Okay, I'm not in HOSS magazine, but I'm going to buy it. So it's on newsstands now, right over North America. I'll pick this up.
Right.
Yeah, I picked it up right now. It's really good.
I'm digging HOSS because that's where all the cool kids are.
Because it actually is a great new resource.
Because it has everything.
It gives me great ideas.
Because it's renovation and it's sexy.